In the West, this is very generally speaking, there is a different perception of, let's just call it the path to the divine. In the West, it's quite different than in the East. In the West, there's a presumption of a lack, right? Original sin. You have to, live by a certain standard, and then you'll be judged, and then maybe you'll come up short, maybe not, but the jury's still out. But there's a presumption of somehow a flaw, a lack from the get-go. You didn't quite understand how that happened. You were just sort of born into this world, and then there can be a sense that we may first recognize, I was going to say adult, but probably teenager, like the sense of unworthiness, like, everybody else seems to have it together, especially all those adults, but me, I don't know. I'm having a hard time figuring it all out. There's this sense of unworthiness in many people. Whether you grew up in a religious household or not, this concept of something flawed from the beginning that requires grace to be bestowed on you from someplace else, someplace beyond your control. So we're left sort of in a beholden kind of state. So in the East, it's quite different. Again, I'm speaking very generally, but in the East, the presumption is that you as the most essential you is already complete, whole. And yeah, there's some conditioning that may obscure that, but nonetheless, it's still present. So in the East, it's more like sort of clearing away some debris in order to see what's already there. And in the West, it's like living up to some standard that you're never quite sure is going to be quite enough. And then ultimately, it's out of your hands anyway, and you may come up short. So the fundamental assumption is quite different.